seated at the highest level of county leadership. So it's a significant day for us. It's a significant day for the county. It's a very, very proud moment for me to be able to present to the people of Nyamira a choice, a unique choice. I want to take this opportunity to thank His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga and the Azimio Coalition Party for leading in this direction. But I want to break this to you. We started this 3 years ago. For 3 years, I have said that Nyamira will be led by a woman deputy governor. So as we welcome Honorable Senior Counsel Martha Karua as Deputy President, we are also writing this chapter from Nyamira County as we welcome the first female Deputy Governor for the County of Nyamira, and I'm told Busia at large. It's a wonderful moment. As we have always said, for Nyamira to totally change, 3 things must happen. I've mentioned those very briefly, just so we have a context. The first thing that we say Nyamira has to do is to embrace new ideas. We have tried in Chirarogoro, it's time got them and Second thing that we have to do as a county is to embrace a bold vision. What that means is that we cannot settle for the Nyamira we have today. Bad roads, buildings called hospitals without medication or staff or equipment. We can't settle for that. We need leaders with a vision that goes 20, 30, 50, 100 years from today. I often say that I'm going to be governor for 10 years, but I want the things that I have done to live for 100 years. The third and final thing that must happen in Nyamira to change is fresh faces, and that's why we are all here. We said from the beginning that with fresh faces come new ideas. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the second fresh face. The first fresh face, as I always say, is me. I have not sought public office in the county of Nyamira before. I have not sought to become your member of parliament, your MCA, your county governor. I've not even sought to be your women rep. I'm fresh. Fresh face number 2. Today is when we are going to show you who that is. We have gone for years talking about fresh face number 2, being a lady. We promise that we will be nominating a qualified, competent, people-loving, God-fearing, visionary woman from Nyamira County as my deputy governor. I am overjoyed that today we fulfill that promise, and we said we'll do it in broad daylight. Nyamira Wakili? Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the person that we have nominated to be your next deputy governor is a person that I have confidence that will be ready to be governor from day one, and that was our standard. It's now my privilege and distinct honor to introduce to you our next deputy governor, and then I'll tell you a little bit about her, and then I'll be done. Mrs. Josephine Nyanchama Buruchara. I'm going to repeat. Our next deputy governor is Mrs. Josephine Nyanchama Buruchara. And now I'll tell you just a little bit about our next deputy governor, just so you see why I'm excited. Our incoming DG is a wife, is a philanthropist, is a scholar, is a volunteer, is an international relief expert, a devout Christian, and above all, a humble and kind-hearted public servant. Mrs. Buruchara comes from Nyaramba, in Ekerenyo Ward. He's married to Dr. Robin Buruchara, who is a friend to many of us, and she's a mother of 3. Just a snippet of a very long CV. I don't want to go through it because we might be here the whole day. I'll mention a few things that I believe you need to know. She holds a bachelor's degree in sociology and psychology from the University of Punjab in Pakistan. She also holds a Master of Public Administration from Makerere University. Additionally, Mrs. Buruchara is currently a PhD student in leadership at the Adventist University of Africa. In Wakili se togote aba ariete bitab gosamon. She has served in very high levels of management in international NGOs, and most recently, she worked at the Health Volunteers overseas as coordinator in Uganda. Prior to that, she served as the regional consultant for the American Jewish World Service in Uganda and Kenya. Long before that, she was the senior human resource manager at Kenya Posts and Telecommunications. Thank you. In the course of her professional career, Mrs. Buruchara has focused on the issues of gender and gender parity. At the moment, her PhD dissertation is on the subject, and I quote, "Understanding the reasons for underrepresentation of women in leadership in Nairobi County." Now we are saying, Daktari, when you become, please study that same thing for Nyamira County. Mrs. Buruchara is a member of very many organizations. I just mentioned Kenya Women Association, Kenya Business Women Association, African Women Entrepreneurs Program. She's a board member of Stand Tall Educational Network of Canada. She's a leader of the Family Life Department at her local church. I can't finish, so I'm just telling you highlights. And finally, Mrs. Buruchara has traveled extensively and has participated in countless workshops, has written, presented at seminars, and has spoken to local, regional, and international audiences. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as we welcome our next Deputy Governor, Mrs. Josephine Nyanchama Buruchara, to speak to us.
Buairire buya bande buakire buya mwensi buakire se abantu baminto. Ninde no mogoko ase okubarora mwensi piga ase nsemo ya Nyamira litukulia lero na ende Nyamira lende na red quarters ya ruguruga se itogesa tubagana tutwale Bosongo, Kisi and Nyamira County. So it is my privilege to be part of this audience today, and I just want to declare that I accept to take the position of Deputy Governor, running mate to Wakili Henry Ongeri. Under Asimio, so that we can support Raila Odinga, His Excellency, as well as Honorable Martha Karua in running our country to reach the goals of development. So this afternoon, as you heard, that Nyamira as a county, I don't know how many of you count it as a privilege to be part of Nyamira County. Remember, we were all under one central government, and now, after the 2010 constitution, we were given the devolution government, whereby the counties were asked to be independent, and Nyamira is one of the 47 counties. Because of that, That means that service delivery was brought closer to the people. And that means that we need as well to come closer to development if we cannot reach the goals that we need to reach. Remember, we have the Millennium Goals 2030 vision, and that is what we are all looking at as Nyamira County. Governor stood here and told us that he has been waiting for this bright day, as all of you, not him alone, when we shall all be leaders together so that we all work together for the goal of enabling our country reach its goal. And to enable that to happen, we need inclusion of all gender to be able to achieve that. Gender parity is what we are facing. And remember, the 2010 Constitution indicates that women were given 2/3 allotment so that they can be part of the decision making in our country. And now, Nyamira is not exempted from that. How many women do we have in Nyamira County or Kisi who are in that level of decision making? Yes, because of that, then you all agree with me that this is the time we should take the mantle and take advantage of what we have as people of Nyamira, so that we take advantage of those resources which we have. Remember, we are endowed with everything, ranging from agriculture, especially agriculture, where we really stand high, but we are not exhausted, or we have not exhausted that which we have, the resources that which we have in agriculture. Why? The women are working very hard, and we are the majority in the country as well as Nyamira. But now we are not exhausting those resources. I don't understand why. It is because women have not been included in the level of decision making. You can see everywhere, even where we are. How many women do we have today? I don't know how many we have, but you know, there is always a step somewhere to start from. So as Governor told us, we have 3 pillars under which we want to see Nyamira move from where it is to where it is supposed to be. We need a new, bold vision, new ideas, as well as use fresh faces to be able to achieve these goals. The new bold vision requires that we look ahead. We don't just look from where we have come from, but look ahead so that we can involve every segment of our population so that they can all work towards the development of our county. We look at the women, we look at the men, we look at the youth, we look at every person so that when we all work together, we shall be able to achieve that we need to achieve to bring our county to the level it is supposed to be. I think those who read the polls and you have seen the report, Human Development Report, you know where Nyamira is ranked. I don't want to mention that. When we sit here as fresh faces, we don't sit here because we just want to be fresh faces. We want to be fresh faces who can make a difference and improve the quality of lives of our people. That is what we are working towards. We need to bring service delivery close to our people. You know, we lack many areas like the pillars which have been mentioned: healthcare, education, empowerment, infrastructure, and many others that I may not be able to mention, but you are all aware where we are. In healthcare, you know where we are. Maternal health, many cases we see around, some which are not even publicized because we have not even developed ourselves to reach to the way we can be able to market ourselves so that people can understand where we are at the moment. You look at our hospitals, they are lacking a lot of facilitation equipments. There is a lot of gaps in training, which we need to embrace, and this can only start by involving or bringing education to our young people so that everybody's potential can be exploited so that we can be able to reach where we need to reach as Nyamira County. Education, I don't know if I asked you how many institutions we have which we can absorb all our youth. Our youth, most of them are unemployed. They need to be engaged in activities that bring income And that brings quality of life instead of people passing around taking drugs and doing all sorts of things. So we need a university so that we don't keep going to PC Town or anywhere else. Nyamira does not have a university. We need that, and many other institutions of learning, not even the university. We need even technical training for those who don't qualify for the university. Vocational schools, we need that. I don't know how many we can count we have in Nyamira, but that is just one of them. I heard someone mention here that Yawagaka need Ebiombe. We are going to show you how you'll get Ebiombe. We fight for the girl child, the boy child, everyone. For when we sit here as Wakili say, we sit here because we want to make that difference, so that every member of the population is involved in development. That is our agenda that we sit here to be able to deliver to you today. So I'm saying to Bwatisi, when you see fresh faces, don't ask for experience. The experience we have in the ground is what can bring us closer to you so that we work together. So I look forward to working together with you, the MCAs, the leadership, all the wards, all the constituents and everyone, so that we can support Governor Ongeri in realizing this goal of making Nyamira brighter and brighter today and tomorrow. Thank you very much.